Greetings, my radio listeners. Thank you for tuning in again with Matters of the Heart radio broadcast with your host, Princess Denise Wright. What a blessing it is if you're still on the line paying attention and listening, because we still have another broadcast that we're going to share some important information with you in a matter of minutes. So I just want to say thank you. Stay on. Please keep your phones right there so you to listen. If you're looking at TV or at the table eating, just listen. We got some good information for you. All right, Carl, what do you have for us, my brother in Christ?
Very, very much. Thank you for that.
Okay.
I just wanted to continue my conversation and sharing regarding black philanthropy and to showcase a couple of black philanthropists that people recognize as a way of saying to your own community and family that we do have some prominent black philanthropists in our country. The first one is Oprah Winfrey, very recognizable name.
Yes.
Through the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, Oprah's Angel Network, and the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy Foundation, talk show and media mogul Oprah Winfrey has donated more than $300 million
Oh, yes.
to causes across our country and around the world. She's one of the top philanthropists in the world.
Oh,
Very proud of
yes.
her as a black woman.
Billionaire.
Billionaire, absolute, and giving back. Another person who is good to talk about is Tom Joyner.
Oh, yes.
Tom Joyner, the Tom Joyner Foundation has given millions to AIDS and HIV programs. In addition, the syndicated talk show host has raised more than $55 million for students to continue their education in historically black colleges. Of course, he's retired now, but Tom Joyner has been a leader in black philanthropy, something we should not forget. Mary J. Blige.
Yes.
Mary J. Blige. Great singer, great actor,
Yes.
and of course a great philanthropist, has given millions of dollars through her own organization called Women Now, the Advancement of Women Now out of New York, but she does give nationally. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you got to Google search these names. Keep searching until you find out how to draw down their dollars if you are a nonprofit locally. And one last one that I will share, of course, you've all heard about, Mr. Magic Johnson, the Magic Johnson
Oh,
Foundation,
yes.
founded
Oh,
by Irvin
yes.
Magic Johnson in 1991, works to develop programs and support community-based organizations
Yes.
that address education, health, and social needs of diverse urban communities. So to that end, there are a number of black-led foundations and philanthropies across our country. Google search, look for them, because you may be the nonprofit organization that could be the beneficiary of that philanthropy. So hang in there, keep going. Your blessing is out there for you to receive. Thank you, Princess.
I remember when I used to listen to his broadcast all the time on the way to work.
Yes, Tom Joyner.
Jones.
Oh, yes,
yes,
absolutely.
yeah.
The fly jock, they
And I
called
was
him.
just wondering what he's been doing all these years since I don't hear him on radio anymore.
Yeah, he's
Let's be honest.
retired. Yeah, he's
Yes.
retired. The flies, like they call, he would fly from Dallas to Chicago every single day.
Yeah.
Every day he would commute from Dallas to Chicago, and just a phenomenal person, phenomenal leader.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Because I remember when him and his wife got married and then they got divorced.
Yeah, Donna Richardson, the workout. Yeah, they used to come. I'm from Chicago. They made a big footprint. And she was a serious workout
Oh,
person,
yes.
diet, vegan,
Oh,
very much in
yes.
that space. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But Tom Joyner's was especially helpful in getting the HBCUs on the map of philanthropy across the nation. They had been struggling with just government support. And you can get that, but Tom Joyner really did turn that around a lot. And so recently you saw where Spelman got $100 million from a couple out of Greater Atlanta. So it's growing, and it's just good to have someone like a Tom Joyner
Absolutely.
who
And
shines
like,
the light.
yes.
Who shine
that's
the light
true.
on
Shine
that.
the light.
We're not just recipient people.
Not just recipients.
We can also give, and we give generously and do well there.
Yes,
And
true.
just like Tyler Perry, he helps
And
out a
Tyler
lot
Perry,
too.
yes, he has.
Oh, yes.
Today he announced he's taking care of a woman who lost her home. He would give her $400,000.
Ooh.
And so he's another person who's worth our prayers and support, and
Ooh,
support
yes.
of their movies, etc. Because of course their
Absolutely.
companies give back to communities.
back.
I know we fuss sometimes about I'm not going to see that. I don't like him. I don't like her. But at the end of the day, there are times when you buy a ticket, a portion of that is going back to support
Absolutely.
that actor, moguls, charity in the community. So and we could be beneficiaries there.
Yes.
Oh, that's
absolutely.
great. That's
absolutely.
great.
Absolutely.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
let me just ask Mr. Our program manager, Mr. Donald Jackson. Donald, is there anyone that you know also that you like to make a comment on that's doing great work in the community or anything? You know, I always have to open up the door and let you come in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And the thing is that she always catch me off guard. But you know, if we think of it though, right here locally in our community, we have a lot of young black men and women who are doing phenomenal jobs. You mentioned Renee Edwards.
Yes.
She's has done a phenomenal work in the black community as it relates to, you know,
Saturday morning shop.
the Saturday morning shop entrepreneur. Then, you know, there's Carla Bristol.
I was just
Carla
going to say,
Bristol,
what
yeah.
Carla doing?
Yes,
Yeah.
she is doing the youth farm, and she's doing a wonderful work with those
Yes.
them children there.
Yes.
I mean, anything children is me. Right? As long as you keep those kids occupied doing something worthwhile, I love it.
Yes.
Extremely love it. I know, but you know something? We always forget our unsung heroes, people within our community, the ones who are doing the, I would say, dirty work, the ones who are working from the grassroots.
Yes.
And you know who those are? The teachers.
Yes.
very much
Yes.
The teachers in our community are the ones who are molding our kids,
Uh-huh.
right? And so they are the heroes.
Oh,
And
yes.
They've contributed so much to education in this county, Pinellas County, and across the United States.
Oh,
And
yes.
the teachers never get mentioned. Not because I'm a teacher. I got to give myself a plug, yes. But
I bet you do.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
But we need to recognize the teachers, the administrators, the principals.
Yes.
You know,
Oh,
because
yes.
they are doing some phenomenal work in this county, in this country that nobody really sees and recognizes, right? And then there's the young black politicians and white and you know, male and female. We talk like Brother John Muhammad.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yes.
I mean, these are the folks that are doing stuff to keep the community, to hold the community together, you know, in the neighborhood, and the grassroots people.
Sure.
You
And
know?
there's a struggle to keep that going.
Yes.
And so you're right about that. I'm glad you said that, to keep those folks in our thoughts and prayers and supporting folks, because that's black history. They are making black history.
They are.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Making.
Exactly. It's in the making. Teachers that are the first reading teachers at Lakewood High School, etc. That's history being made.
There you go.
Uh-huh. Yes.
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 Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. And that's all I need to say.
You did a great job.
Donald, you so
Why you say that?
All right, man.
you're something
Go on.
I agree.
amazing. Amazing. Absolutely. Yeah, this is one thing I just love about Black History Month. Oh, yes. All the inventions, whereas a lot of our people did not get the credit at all.
Yes.
You know, I think it was the cook that was cooking for Kentucky for Colonel, KFC.
Yes.
He was doing his job, and then I think I just only heard not too long ago they said that the cook that he gave her about $1,000, and that was about it.
For her recipe.
Yep,
That's powerful.
that's right, for her
And
recipe.
Look at the KFC empire, and she
Yes.
got $1,000.
Uh-huh.
That's something. But she'll get her blessing.
That's right. Well,
She'll get her blessing. We are in those places all over the world and have been and that's why this month is important, because districts, school districts, colleges all set aside this month to share something about it. But it really is all year long.
But they're trying to make
They're
it
trying
not.
to make it help.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that.
Yeah, they're trying to eliminate
They're trying to
it.
eliminate it, which is powerful. What's happening with that?
Somebody don't want our history to be
Yes,
told.
yes.
Well, we
We
know
will
that.
tell it anyway.
Are we-
Princess is in charge
we-
of that. We will have this show here. We will continue, which is important.
Yes.
Because where government may very well say,
Yes.
we're not going to have it, the underground, people like Princess, other people will say, and they've got the freedom schools.
Oh, yeah.
We will teach
I
it
am-
anyway.
I'm itching to say something right here, Princess.
Yes.
Oh, go right ahead.
Because, you know, of course, and it comes from the top. And when you find that, politicians are meddling with what teachers do, then that's a problem.
Just like Ron DeSantis, Lord have mercy.
Teachers are here to teach the kids.
Yes.
The history, whether it be black history, white history, Caribbean history, is important.
Yes.
Because if you don't know where you're coming from, how are you going to know where you're going?
That's right.
Or where you are today.
Yes.
And so, and I'm going to commend all schools right now who find a workaround to make sure that our youngsters, and I can say this because white kids are also contributing to the black history knowledge.
Yes.
And they understand that all history is important. I'm going to use my school as an example. And this is what we do. This is Black History Month. So I'm currently promoting what a Black History Month door decoration, where we decorate the doors, and teachers have bought into that. Black teachers and white teachers. And I was blown away yesterday when a white teacher said to me, you know what my white students are doing? We are researching all these black history names for the door.
Ooh.
I said, oh my Lord.
Ugh.
So it's not just black people, folks. It's everybody's history, because we need to know who contribute what, when, how, so that we can know how to fix any problem that is existing, and we know where we are going. My last word.
Wow. So the door in the classroom is being decorated. What's that look like?
Yes.
It look like black history.
It looks like black
So
history.
you come down the hall.
We
come in the hall.
cover the door
Oh.
and research
Legends,
information,
heroes,
legendary stuff, heroes, and
history.
and
What
in
a
history,
cool
black history, and it goes on the
idea.
door.
So everyone is educated.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you can walk through the door, walk down the
To
hall,
all, and you see what's going
and
on.
you see what's going on, and you learn.
Exactly.
But also, I just want to say, as a teacher, like Carl was saying, how black history, we're going to teach it anyway. As a teacher, I promote black excellence all year round. So whether we have a month or not, you promote black excellence.
Definitely.
Black excellence in everything that you do. Because right now, you guys may not, well, I'm sure you guys know, but there is an attack on, they're saying, I'm sure it's affecting a lot of kids, but our children are not reading on grade level,
Right.
and that is inhibiting them from graduating.
That's right.
And we know without a high school diploma,
Yes.
where you gonna go?
Yes.
What you gonna do?
Sure.
So there is an attack, about the graduation rate keeps going down, because our children are not reading.
That's
But
very
Just not paying.
powerful.
They
Yes.
too busy with the phone.
But it goes
That
back
too.
to the day
That too.
of slavery
Yes.
when we were told we could not learn to read.
Yes.
You
Yes.
could not be taught. You could not have schools. And to fast forward to 2024, and we still have young people who cannot read, is a legacy,
It's
a horrible legacy
horrible.
of systemic racism and
Absolutely.
slavery.
Absolutely.
We must change that.
We must address it.
Absolutely. And thank you for your service, my sister.
Thank you.
Because staying in touch to encourage literacy and
Yes.
reading that is not some other demographic.
Uh-huh.
This is good for our
Yes.
people to learn
Yes,
how to read
exactly.
and to reading comprehension. Share what you have read is a powerful legacy. Thank you so much for that. We must end these things in this decade.
Absolutely.
We can't keep going with this.
I think the biggest thing that take away from the children is nothing but their phone.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Well,
And going on Facebook and going on anything that they want
Instagram,
to,
et
sending
cetera,
their
et
thing,
cetera.
all of it. That's all they do. They stay on the phone. I know sometimes when I try to call my grandchildren, they never pick up. And I was like, well, my goodness, they just can't answer the phone.
Yeah.
All three of them got a phone. Oh my gosh! But do they?
That's part of literacy. So if you
Yeah.
listen, I know you're on your phone, but you're reading from the phone. There's some literacy there. Let's work on that. Start from someplace.
Yes.
You're not completely not reading because you got to be literate somehow to
Yes.
even follow the
Yes.
phone and the instructions on how to get things corrected. If it breaks down, it doesn't come. So you got a beginning there. How do you take that to the next level?
take it to the next
You can
level?
compete with that. Take tests with that. Score high on your test. That's the part of literacy we got to
Oh,
work on.
yes,
The high
yes,
school
yes.
diploma.
This-
Otherwise,
yeah.
what are you going to have?
We need you to become the next education minister.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what needs to be done to
Yeah.
fix the problem. You have the
need
narrative
that
right
for
here.
sure, yeah.
And you know, I just want to. I can't let this opportunity slide. Just to piggyback, someone said about the phones. Okay, I agree the phones are a distraction, but I'm talking about our kids are not graduating.
Right.
So that's really where the rubber hits the road.
Right. Yeah,
You know, our kids are not graduating, so that's where the fire needs to be put out.
And you get a bottleneck after a while.
Absolutely.
After a while, this class didn't graduate, then the
Yes.
next comes. So behind is new. All of a sudden, you got several classes not ready to move on. You've got to move on. But how are you going to work if you can't read?
Exactly.
I mean, you can carve out a livelihood for yourself, but it's all a hustle.
It's all a
You're
hustle.
you're going to die young.
Exactly.
Because you cannot, because reading is more than just an accomplishment.
Exactly.
It really is it's the doorway. That's why I asked about these doors being decorated. It's the doorway
It's the
to a
doorway.
successful adult life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It removes the shame because people are embarrassed by it all, and I get it. I understand it. But there are chances for you, even now as an adult, to learn how to read.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, that's very important.
You change the whole trajectory of the whole
Oh, the
family.
whole family.
Whole
Absolutely.
Very,
family.
very
So,
important
Yeah.
that they
very
learn
important.
how to read and go home and read.
And the household is reading. Black History Month is a good time.
Absolutely.
Let's choose some stories and read about them and talk about them in the house.
Absolutely.
Because there's so much survival going on in our culture.
Yes.
Let me get through this 2 weeks before I get paid again. Let me get through surviving. I get that. You learn how to survive, but at the same time, how you're preparing for your future. And this is where literacy plays a big role.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
I think at this time, Carl, you need to go ahead and make a comment to our audience or somebody to listen. If the children is there that know that, please give your phone a break.
Unless you got this show on your phone, then it's okay.
Yes. Exactly.
No, but that phone is toxic. That phone is toxic. And here's the thing about it. This is what I tell my granddaughter. You're on the phone all the time. You're not making any money off that phone. They're charging you for the phone. Both the phone company and the
Yes,
providers are getting all the money, all the app. You don't have an app. You
Yeah.
don't have any software. You haven't made any financial gains, but you're funding them by your heavy use of your phone. Put
Yes.
the phone down for a while, sister.
Exactly.
But I want to tell you something. Our kids are the most creative, especially when it comes down to digital
Oh, yes.
and technology. They're the most creative. So what we need is to find that inventor,
Yes.
that upcoming black inventor that's going to invent a way in which we can utilize that phone device in education to get our kids to learn more through the phone. It's coming.
Exactly.
It is coming.
Coding. That's what I said
It is
earlier.
coming.
You're using the phone. Turn that now into the career.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Coding,
Absolutely.
digital planning,
That's right.
etc.
Absolutely.
It's coming.
Make
It's
some
coming.
money.
It's coming.
Yes.
Trust me,
coming.
it is coming.
Well, do you know, or do you think some of the children are using AI or
It will be.
will be?
It will
Okay.
be. Districts across the country. Listen, you saw, if you're on your Google the year 2045 in education. Look and see what's going to happen. I'm sorry, folks, but it's going to be the end of public school buildings and all those places. People are going to be on this phone right here or on a laptop or some way of communicating and how to learn. It's a very different world.
They're already doing it in China.
See, they're doing it exactly
They're already
right.
doing it in China.
Yes.
Yep.
So yes, AI will
Well,
impact.
that's the main one, but that's bringing all this stuff through. That's who's bringing it through.
Yes. Ew, scary.
They are the ones. That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah,
And
it's
because
gonna
they're
happen.
trying to tell you, don't let it go. We can still keep it going. But yeah, they the one, Brissa. That's right.
Yeah.
AI is here to stay, folks.
Yes,
So
yes.
brace yourselves.
Embrace
brace
it.
yourself.
Embrace it.
And the data is saying that black folk are going to suffer the most because we occupy so many essential worker positions, restaurants, fast food, clinics. We're going to be those functions be replaced by AI, putting you then out of work. That's the challenge.
But that's what we saw in COVID.
So with COVID, exactly right. You got to get ready, folks. Black
Yeah.
America, we got to get ready
Yeah,
for the
we
new
saw that in
the new
COVID.
season. Exactly, the new season's coming upon us.
Oh yes,
The new season's
absolutely.
coming upon us.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we getting ready for Oh, I don't even want to mention his name.
Oops.
I really don't. But the one that he just too much, or what he said yesterday, it's just too much. He was giving a comment. Oh, I'm just so glad y'all are here. This is great. Look at the outlay of all of you all. And then he says, well, I'm just so glad y'all here, but the only people I see is the black people. That's what he said. Said, I can't. That's who I see right now. It's just the black people. He thought that was funny, but on today's day, a lot of people were saying, "Now, why did he say that? That is terrible." But it's just what it is. Some people just speak what they want to speak, and hoping that you vote for them. Hope you vote for them. That's all it is. Absolutely. So, Rissa, anybody else that you want to make a comment on before I close it out?
I just want to get a shout out, just to piggyback on what Carl was saying. The mayor's doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean,
Let
for
him know,
him,
please.
yes, absolutely. I actually already hit him up and asked him to make a donation to our school.
Okay.
So,
Give me a call. Let's chat
yes,
about that.
absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely. So,
He's a big supporter of literacy programs.
yes, yeah.
And we
You
have
hit him up, huh?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Please.
Gosh.
We can talk about that.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Well, that's
yes.
good. I'm sure he wants to support the children.
He's
yes.
a Lakewood alumni.
He
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Plays football there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And when is the prom?
420.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
420.
Oh, that's good. That's
We do
good.
have more time in the show. What time we have now? We do have about 6-7 minutes to go.
Okay,
7
good.
minutes. But I'd like to challenge all of us as it relates to teaching our kids Black history. And I remember back in the day, our beloved Peggy Peterman.
Oh,
God-
yes.
God-
I
God rest
remember
soul.
her.
Yeah. She promoted then the Black History pageant, of which I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
He
was.
did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was her
Assistant.
one of her assistant as well as her drama coach.
Yes.
For many years.
Yes.
I was approached by her son recently with an
Yeah,
effort.
what is his first name? I forgot.
Frank.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pastor Reverend Frank Peterman.
Yep.
He wants to bring it back.
Good.
So I'm hoping that if he does decide that we'll get the support of the entire city of St.
Oh,
Petersburg,
that would be
including
awesome.
That was a
including
huge piece of St. Petersburg
Yes.
history.
Awesome.
including the city of St. Petersburg
Yes.
government, because that was where
That's great.
Peggy was lacking in the past.
That's
Sponsorship.
great.
Sponsorships. Well, right now there's a lot of potential. Besides the city, there are a lot of people right now in our town that could underwrite that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that
Yeah.
I did not attend, but I heard a lot about
Yeah.
those pageants. They were a huge part of South St. Petersburg's
Mm-hmm.
life.
Definitely.
She was
And-
very busy
and
all the
she
time.
was all the time.
Yeah, so I gave him a word that, if he does decide to
Please.
do it, I will jump back on board with him.
Yes.
Good. Tell him to give me a call. I know Frank. He's a great person. Give me a
Definitely.
call. And
Yeah.
we can chat about how we can
Yeah.
get involved with that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's a springboard to how we can get our kids
Sure.
learning more history.
We
about,
sure do.
our people.
We sure do.
And we
'Cause
still have time in the
Isn't
show.
This great? This is the work of a princess.
Yes.
The princess has spoken, and all of a sudden these great things begin to happen. So
Yes.
we all need
You
a
are so
princess in
funny.
our lives
Yes.
to bless us on a regular basis.
Yes.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember when you, I don't know, we were downtown at the hospital or something like that. We was all down there, and then I think you was sitting by me, and you was talking about, we just found out about such and such had died. Was that the three sisters that had died?
I
that
can't
time?
remember. I can't
Yeah,
remember. That.
we
Yes.
were all at a
that
meeting.
Was yes.
Uh-huh.
The Welch,
Don't you
yes,
remember?
I remember that. Yes.
Yes,
It's very
yes,
powerful.
absolutely. I think it was the three sisters that had died,
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
hit by the car, and all of three of them died.
Yes, exactly. I remember that, and that was very powerful in the Welch family. They've made a recovery, but although you never ever get over that, really. I think. But
Exactly.
God bless them in their
Exactly.
journey for recovery. But
Because
Yes, I
everybody was
remember
in a state of shock.
they were. They were. I remember that. Yes.
Yes,
Very
absolutely,
powerful.
absolutely. Well, we almost getting ready to close out. I just thank God for both of you today, my
Thank
two
you,
special
Princess.
guests,
Thank you.
and soon and very soon, I'll try to remember your name. I'll try to remember your name.
And you are man. Yes.
Irie man.
and say, come on back. Let's get it on the go. Let's get it on the road again. That's right. Absolutely.
Yes.
So I really thank you all for you coming in today for talking about the individuals. So many famous names and all that. So and Rissa too. So what she has said, and it's good. And then Donald. Oh yeah, this is the man. This is the man. Donald.
Yes.
Donald Jackson. That's right. And so we're thankful, Donald, that you got a building. So glad you got that we can come in here and truly do a broadcast. I'm very thankful to it, and I thank God for the 8 or 9 years I've been with you.
Beautiful. That's Black history.
Definitely. History in the making.
It is.
That's right. It's been a good challenge. It's been a good pathway, and I have enjoyed it. Really, I've been doing radio for 21 years, but I thank God.
Wow, 21 years.
To come on down here and do what I got to do. That's right. So yes,
you are devoted, my sister. You are devoted.
Yeah.
Well,
so we're gonna wrap up now.
Yes,
Yes, in the wrap up segment. But I'd like to say this though, because we also always forget the Caribbean contribution to African history. And as we talk about our youth, our youth explosion, and we're promising that next week our youth explosion show is going to be talking about the Caribbean contribution, because there's a show going on right now called One Love, the Bob Marley One Love show. That is so powerful.
Top movie around the world.
Yes, right now it's the top movie around the world, and there's lots of history.
Talking about Bob Marley?
Bob Marley.
Oh, yes, I've been hearing it all week long.
It's all part of the African diaspora.
Yes, it is.
The African diaspora.
So with the next 30 seconds to go, Princess, I'm going to let you go ahead and wrap up the show.
Love.
30 seconds.
Let's get together.
Oh, y'all are just too funny.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love Bob Marley.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Okay. Well, greetings, my radio listeners. Thank you for tuning in today on this blessed Saturday. What a blessing it is, because I tell you, I have truly enjoyed myself. And then my special guests, Carl and Cheryl, what a blessing. And without a doubt, the program manager, Donald Jackson. Truly, this is the man. Now, I tell you what, any of you want to call me at any time if you want to be a radio guest. Let me give you my phone number, 727-488-8818. Plus, it's in the newspaper. Been there for about 4 or 5 years. So, yeah, just check the Weekly Challenger, or either give me a call if you're interested in doing a broadcast sometime soon. I would truly appreciate it. And with that being said, just as we get ready to close out, one quick comment, Rissa, before we leave. What do you want to say to the guests?
First of all, it was a pleasure being here, and we're going to keep Black history alive. No one can keep us from spreading our history to each other, to our children, and let's keep going. Black History 365.
All right, Carl, what do you say, brother?
All you have to do is believe.
Okay, believe what? I just had to put that in there.
You can be a princess.
Okay. Well, again, thank everyone. Welcome again to Matters of the Heart radio broadcast with the radio host, Princess Denise Wright. Truly have had a great time, and I hope that you all have a great day, whatever you're doing, and weather feels pretty good right now. It's been better than it has been being for the last 2 to 3 days. So thank you all for tuning in. God bless you. And what about tomorrow, about that you will take the time to go to church, hear the word of God. And if you don't go to church, You can just pull up anything you want on Facebook. There are sermons out there that will bless your heart and soul. With that being said, be blessed. Have a great day. Amen. Bye-bye.